say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much to the bee's knees who have now left us, but we can all say a very, very deep thank you to the choir of the Bayonne High School. Very special welcome to Bayonne for all of you that aren't from just down the street. My name is Flynn Busson, and I'm a member of the ownership team here at 1888 Studios, and I'll be guiding us through the ceremony today. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on this very cold and brisk northeast morning. We have some friends of ours from the West Coast who are not so used to the cold, so I apologize on behalf of our region here. We've been working on this project for several years, as many of you know. So today is an incredibly exciting milestone. We're breaking ground on what will become the premier filming destination in the world. A state-of-the-art campus where the most talented storytellers can bring their visions to life. We have a fantastic lineup of speakers today, and so to kick things off, I'd like to invite Archie Busson, the chairman of 1888 Studios, to get the ball rolling.
Well, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Flynn, for this brisk and cold introduction. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today in beautiful Bayonne on this tropical day. Thank you for that laugh. As John Haywood said in the 1500s, Rome wasn't built in a day. And while I assure you my remarks won't be as long as that, especially the spirit behind that phrase is at the very core of what we have tried to do. This campus has been years in the making, and it will reshape the city and the future's generations to come. I'm Archie Busson, chairman of 1888 Studios, what will be New Jersey's largest television production campus and one of the largest in the nation. I'm honored to stand here surrounded by partners, supporters, and community members who help make this moment possible. Today marks one of the ceremonial groundbreaking. It is the realization of a bold vision to establish Bayonne as a global entertainment and powerhouse in the global place that the Bayonne deserves, a place where the world's greatest stories will be brought to life. The story began right here in New Jersey 140 years ago, when Thomas Edison filed the patent for the first motion picture camera in 1888, forever changing how the world tells stories. We're proud to honor Edison's legacy with our campus name. Bayonne has always been shaped by ambition and innovation. From Rockefeller Standard Oil and bustling ports to the Horsley brothers founding one of America's first independent movie studios in 1907, the city has long been a gateway for ideas and stories that connect people across the world. Now, with 1888 Studios, Bayonne reclaims its role as a global connector, this time at the forefront of entertainment. Our landmark partnership with Paramount signals to the world that New Jersey is ready to lead. Created for movie makers by movie makers, 1888 Studios will be a world-class home for the industry's greatest storytellers, offering scale, state-of-the-art technology, and a creative environment unlike any other. In today's world, as we become increasingly aware of life's fragility, storyteller and content creators are more essential than ever. They inspire us to dream, reveal deeper truths, and remind us of our shared humanity, ensuring that even amid the perversions of our daily lives, we remain truly connected. Our hope is to create a bastion of bursting creativity. I have a little secret I wanted to share with you. I searched far and wide the perfect city for this project, but naturally, as a Frenchman, I should have known the only place fit enough for 1888 Studio was Bayonne. I must first acknowledge Mayor Jamie Davis.
Yeah.
There's fire in the house.
All right.
Jimmy blown out of the bank.
That's the old paddy of Bayonne police from the 30s, the fire patrol, the Bayonne's fire department, both fire engines. Thank you, Jimmy, for making them available. So with that little interlude, Jimmy and his famous consigliere, Jay Coffey, and his entire administration has made Bayonne the most welcome place to do business and has made us feel incredibly welcome for us to plant our tent to create 1888. All right, all right. So without Jimmy, Jay, and his entire administration, this would have never been possible. Thank you, officers. Mayor Davis's instant vision, decisive leadership, and steadfast dedication were instrumental from the very beginning in bringing this day to fruition. Mr. Mayor, what you have done as the leader of this city of Bayonne will be talked about for generations to come. Thank you for your service to our community, and we look forward to continuing our work together as you assume your role as Hudson County Sheriff. We know we will be safe in your hands. Thank you. My enormous thank you to Paramount for believing in the potential of 1888 Studios and for the great state of New Jersey. Paramount's legacy of unforgettable stories is now part of Bayonne's future. Thank you, Paramount. Thank you, José Cherkovitz. And thank you, Mark Dowley, for representing here at Redbird today. I'm deeply appreciative of Senator Raj Mccerji. Is he here? Senator Raj? For your relentless support, clear vision, and unwavering passion for the creative community. His exceptional legal talent was instrumental in strengthening the provisions of the New Jersey Film and Digital Media Tax Credit Program, a key step in establishing the state as an undeniable global destination for storytellers. Senator Mccerji's leadership has truly made a lasting impact, helping to secure a vibrant and stable future for the creative community in New Jersey for years to come. Thank you, Senator. Working side by side with Senator Mccerji has been Assemblywoman Ileana Pinto-Marin, whose support and dedication has been invaluable from day one. Her commitment to shepherding this world-class tax credit program and often working tirelessly behind the scene has been absolutely necessary to turn our vision into reality. We're truly fortunate to have her leadership and partnership throughout this process. Thank you, Ileana. I'm also grateful to Hudson County Executive Greg Guy for ensuring Bayonne had what it needed to compete on the global stage. Thank you. To my legal dream team, none of this would have been possible without Cecilia Lassiter of Seals Cummings, who has been with us from the start. Thank you, Cece. And the very, very wise Brian O'Leary, whose deep knowledge of tax and credits around the world has been invaluable, answering phones at wee hours of the day and the night. Thank you, Brian. My sincere gratitude as well to Tim Sullivan, the alchemist. The New Jersey Economic Development Authority and its stellar staff, and some of whom we are honored to have here with us today. Your staunch support has been imperative in shaping the laws and the vision of the governor to bring this project to life. Tim, I wish you all the best as you embark in all your new adventures and your exciting next chapter. Mary Maples, we look I apologize, Tim, to have called you at any moment, weekends, birthdays, with your family. Last night. But thank you for always understanding and finding a solution, i.e. the alchemist. Thanks. Thank you. Mary Maples, we look forward to continuing the great momentums with you and your team. Thank you. To all the local leaders, union representative, Sirio, thank you. Thank you, Sirio. And industry stakeholders, thank you for your endless patience and bearing with us through it all. Finally, I'm profoundly grateful to Governor Phil Murphy and the First Lady Tammy Murphy for their visionary leadership in positioning New Jersey as a global entertainment destination. Through the industry-leading tax incentive programs, they have attracted the biggest names in the industry, transforming our state with a thriving hub, where dreams are realized and blockbuster productions come to life. Their commitment only boosted the New Jersey creatives' economy, also inspired countless artists to choose the great state as the place to bring their creative visions to the world. Governor and First Lady, your legacy will undoubtedly endure for many generations to come. A deep, heartfelt thank you on our behalf and theirs. Because of their outstanding leadership, 1888 Studios will bring $1.2 billion investment to our city, county, and state, creating over 2,300 union jobs during its construction and leaving an undeniable economic impact on our community. Once the campus open, it will generate over 2,000 additional union jobs and spark a ripple effect energizing the local economy, supporting small businesses and establishing educational partnerships with local schools that will inspire the next generation of talent in every facet of the industry. Together, we're positioning New Jersey as a cornerstone of the global entertainment. And as we break today ground, imagine what will rise here, 58-acre film TV production campus consisting of 23 state-of-the-art sound stages, a 22-acre water-back lot, and over a million square feet where the next generation of iconic stories will be born. All this is the creation and is responsible thanks to Michael White and Gensler, who has traveled here from California. Michael, thank you so much. You have spent countless hours trying to give this Art Deco look, to bring back what belongs to New Jersey, where everything started with Thomas Edison and the Black Maria and West Orange. Thank you. On a personal note, I've always dreamed of working alongside my sons. For years I've imagined we've ended up together in finance, but life took us in a different path. And for more exciting direction, we've been able to combine finance, real estate, and another industry of creating dreams. One of them has come true. When this project began to take shape, one of the best decisions I made was to bring Flynn on board. Watching him help transform this vision into reality has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my career. Flynn, thank you for accepting the challenge. You've been my best hire yet. I couldn't be prouder to work with you. Flynn, I would like to invite you to continue with your MC. Thank you, Flynn.
Thank you, Arti. I'd now like to welcome Jose Turkanich, the Global Head of Operations at Paramount, to the stage. As I'm sure some of you may have seen, we've announced Paramount's landmark 10-year lease commitment with 1888 Studios, committing to occupy more than 285,000 square feet of our campus. As a recipient of the third and final studio partner designation, Paramount will have access to some of the most competitive tax incentives in the world, exemplifying the undeniable competitive advantage of filming here at 1888 Studios and across New Jersey. We are grateful for Paramount's support, excited to collaborate with them, and very much look forward to the road ahead. Thank you, Jose.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day for our industry and for this community. Actually, I called New Jersey home for many years. I have one of my children I was born here. I think you can leave New Jersey, but New Jersey does not leave you. Who would have thought that I'll be here today on such an incredible opportunity for the industry. Scaling our production and expanding our slate of world-class entertainment isn't just a goal, it's a key pillar of Paramount's long-term strategy. Today marks a major step forward as we invest in the United States and right here in New Jersey. We are excited to bring creative momentum to drive economic growth and opportunity to this state and to this country. Governor Murphy, First Lady Tammy, Senator Mccerji, Tim Sullivan, Archie, Flynn, and all other honored guests from the state of New Jersey, your vision and commitment makes moments like this possible. Paramount is deeply grateful for your ongoing support and partnership, and we hope this for many years to come. Thanks to highly competitive tax credit programs like New Jersey's world-class program, which is leading the way, the tri-state area has become one of the most attractive destinations for production. Together, we are creating new jobs, empowering domestic production, and strengthening America's creative workforce. This groundbreaking is about building a future where creative thrives. Stories that inspire the world will be made right here. We are honored to be part of this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. It's now my pleasure to welcome Mayor Jimmy Davis, whose early vision and unwavering commitment has been essential in bringing 1888 Studios to life. From the outset, Mayor Davis saw the transformative potential of this project for our community, and his steadfast partnership has helped lay the foundations of what we're celebrating today and what we will be celebrating for years to come. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, good morning, everyone. Plain and simple, I didn't write a speech because I lived this. I grew up 4 blocks away from here. So this is my neighborhood since I was a kid. My father worked 3 blocks up at Best Foods, where they made Skippy peanut butter and Hellman's mayonnaise. Bayonne, if you know me, my famous line is, Bayonne is the center of the universe. And I'm serious when I say it. You can't go anywhere in the world, and if you mention you're from Bayonne, someone in another country is going to look at you with a crooked smile and go, do you know the so-and-so family from Bayonne? That's the city of Bayonne. I love this city. I was born and raised here. I spent 28 years as a police officer. Crazy enough, 12 years ago, I decided to run for mayor and become mayor of the city of Bayonne. Something I never, ever envisioned or wanted to do. But something had to be done because this city was dying. The city of Bayonne is steeped in American history. And there was no way in my lifetime was I going to stand there and watch the city of Bayonne die. And slowly but surely over the last 12 years, we have transformed this city. And there's a lot. And there's a lot of people involved to get that done. And I could start with the engineers, lawyers. And for me to thank a lawyer, you know it's got to be good. Right, Jay? But the vision that came about 6 years ago, the first time I met Archie in my office, in the conference room, we sat there and he came in and he said, I'm interested in your old Texaco property. He goes, I'm looking to build movie studios. And you couldn't find a better place. My answer to him was, It's the best place in the world to be because it's the easiest to secure. Just look at how you came in. It's the only way you're coming in. You're surrounded by water. And you are now in the center of the universe. So here we are 5-6 years later, and it's been a long 5 or 6 years. I mean, there's been a lot of battles going on, and all of this was going on while the rest of us were fighting COVID. So think about that. Think of all the back work that had to be done so that we could all be here today. I didn't know that this was going to actually come on my watch. As much as the work we put in, we still weren't sure that this was going to get there. 2 months ago, I had to go testify, thanks to Mccerji, Senator Mccerji, I had to go testify in front of the state Senate to make sure this was going to be okay. And it was Governor Murphy who delivered that for us. After my first conversation with Archie and his team about building movie studios here in Bayonne, the governor had announced about the tax credits to bring the movie industry into Bayonne. And I made a phone call to him and I said, listen, we're going to do exactly what your vision is. And we're going to put New Jersey on the world map. Because that's what the governor's vision was to make New Jersey nobody's stepchild. And we are nobody's stepchild. To everybody that was involved, and I'm not going to start standing here and try to name names because I'll forget someone, I just want to say thank you. This is the town I loved. And I've been working for this city for 40 years. I have 2 weeks left. And I can't think of a better way to walk out the door than to set this city up for its future. So thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Mayor Davis. Wishing you the best of luck for your next adventures as County Sheriff. I hope we don't have to call you too often, but we'll let you know if we do. I'm now delighted to introduce Hudson County Executive Craig Guy, who's really... You're going to do this every time, guys. Craig's leadership has helped position Hudson County as a hub for all creative industries. Craig's commitment to fostering economic growth and supporting transformative projects such as the one we're standing on is shaping the future of our county. Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Jimmy, congratulations. I mean, Jimmy mentioned that, he's leaving the city of Bayonne, but he's not going far. And, I said to him when I came in, this is like the, cherry on top of the cake and the final bow on a box. So, Mayor Davis, Senator Mccerji, Governor, Tammy, Tim, talk about phone calls. I can remember calling Archie about this project a while back, and I believe, Archie, I got you in Europe, and I think you happened to be with the governor and the first lady and Joe Kelly. And little did I know that, Archie was over there with the governor and with Tammy and his team. And we spoke for a second, and he said, hold on, I got a friend of mine I want to talk. I want you to say hello. It was Joe Kelly. So I thought I was talking to Archie in Bayonne, but I was talking to him in Europe. And we've all spoken about how 1888 and Paramount, thank you very much for being a partner with Bayonne and with 1888. This is a reshaping of Bayonne and Hudson County. Hudson County has been, for a while now, a landing spot for many for the film industry. We could be proud of The Joker, which filmed right outside my window, and several other key and very successful motion pictures. So, you know, with the team that we have in Hudson that I'm so proud of, Senator Mccerji, you know, Raj and I were on the phone many a night, many late night. In fact, one late night, we, talking to Raj, talking to Jimmy, talking to a few other people, we kind of interrupted the Gov and Tammy in hosting a party at their house. So the Gov was gracious enough to take my 5-minute call before he got in trouble with his wife. So, Gov, Tammy, this is a great day for Hudson County. You know, I'm going to plagiarize something that the Gov says, and Governor, we talk about Jimmy walking out the door with his head held high. You know, I'd be remiss, Governor Murphy, if I didn't thank you for what you've done for the state of New Jersey for the past 8 years. Not only this project, but so many other endeavors that him and the First Lady put their heart and their soul into for the state of New Jersey. We can't be thankful enough. Sirio, I know you're some here. Your tireless efforts on working with that tax credit bill doesn't go unnoticed. And I mean, Archie, thank you for your partnership here. Myself, Archie, and Joe Kelly, and Senator Stack, Governor, met in the infamous Coach House Diner, you know, not too long ago, and we talked about some of the details of this project. It's a great day for New Jersey. It's a great day for the film industry. And as the governor says in New Jersey, this is Hudson County, baby. So thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Now, please join me in welcoming someone whose steadfast legislative leadership and sponsorship of key bills has been instrumental in strengthening and expanding New Jersey's film and digital media tax credit program. Thanks to her tireless advocacy, transformative projects like 1888 Studios can thrive, and production shooting in New Jersey can now fully leverage these enhanced incentives and solidifying New Jersey's position as the premier global filming production hub and creating immeasurable economic impact for all New Jerseyans. Please help me in welcoming Assemblywoman Pinto Marin.
Excuse us. Thank you so much. Hi, how are you?
Hi everyone. So we're here talking about, you know, Bayonne and Hudson. I'm an Essex County girl, so I'm a little. And we were joking, Tim, and I said, Tim, how can I phrase this? I guess Bayonne is like the Newark Bay, kind of. So this is very exciting, and I'm so happy and proud that Bayonne is really getting a studio like this. You know, we worked very hard. I was trying to remember, Archie, the first time that I actually sat and met with you. My little girl is now 2, and she was only a few months. And if you think dealing with other legislators negotiating on a bill is tough, you should meet with this gentleman here. I probably was not in my best forms because it was only a few months post having had the baby. And I sat with him and Cece, and if anyone knows Cece, the attorney that was helping to work on this, she's fierce. So it was Cece, Archie, and Tony Pizzatulo. And then they were like, oh yeah, we met with Raj, and this is all great. So I knew that I was outnumbered there right away. But one of the great things in being in the Assembly and the legislature is really working on something and then finally getting to see it to fruition. It's the same thing for my hometown in the city of Newark. We see filming all the time, everywhere. People get bothered by the traffic. I love it because that means that there's something going on. And what our municipalities are finally getting to see is so many people travel to the city of Newark or to Hudson County. But now people get to actually want to live here and participate in everything that's happening. It's bringing economic development. It's helping the smaller entities, smaller stores. It's making people aware that New Jersey, we're special. We're never going to be able to compete with the size of New York City and what it has to offer. But I will tell you, Governor, we are by far the best state in this country. And Gov and First Lady, I will tell you, we were together last week at something similar, and what you are leaving behind is really, really a staple, and it's something that's going to be around for a long time. You have helped to put New Jersey back on the map in order to compete and be able to show others what we have to offer. So congratulations to you and to all the work, because I know that it was not easy, and dealing with all of them, we did it round one, and Raj, we did it round two. I love you all, and I'm hearing a third, but after the holidays. It's always a pleasure working with you, Senator, because you left me to go to the upper house, and I won't forgive you for that. But it's really legislators like Raj that are helping to think outside of the box and helping to bring economic development to some of the cities that people could have not even have thought about had anything to offer. So congratulations to Bayonne, congratulations to Hudson County, congratulations to Tim. I will miss you. It was a pleasure working with you. I'm sure you have other words at times that you would like to describe working with us in the legislature, but thank you. And to Arki, you know, having your son here, and we at our dinner, we talked about our kids. It's something that when you hugged your son, Tim and I looked at each other and said, you know what, that's a special opportunity. Because I know that this young man is very intelligent, as well as the others that are sitting here. But it's about the work that you put into him, and now he gets to see how great this state is and how great it's going to be working with his father. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Assemblywoman. I'm now pleased to introduce another fierce advocate for our industry, someone who's been instrumental in attracting top-tier creators to New Jersey and making our dream a reality. This person's unwavering pursuit and forward-thinking leadership has been pivotal in designing a program that has established New Jersey as a global forerunner for film and television production and has paved the way to build a vibrant, long-lasting, stable industry here at home. I'd like to introduce Senator Raj Mccerji.
Course. You know, I thought they liked me, but they make me follow the incredible Eliana Pintor-Marin. And I have to tell you, it's just a privilege to be here on this stage with these folks. I want to know, just because 1888 and Paramount are bringing in $1.2 billion in CapEx and 1.1 million square feet of permanent sound stages and post-production facilities to Hudson County. Netflix bringing a $1 billion production hub, 500,000 square feet in sound stages. Lionsgate bringing 350,000 square feet. Some of you in the back are saying New Jersey is now Hollywood East. Fake news. This is the birthplace of film. As Arki noted, Thomas Edison invented the motion picture camera here in New Jersey. His Black Maria in West Orange was America's first film studio. We came first, and we're not Hollywood East. Hollywood was and will now again return to its rightful place as New Jersey West. And Paramount as anchor tenant and its investment means excellence in cinematic storytelling will be built here in Bayonne, here in Hudson County, and that's a vote of confidence in craft, in place, and in the teams, including theirs, and I salute you, Jose, and your colleagues here today, and in 1888s, and I'll get to them, in the teams that make great work possible. Special recognition where it's due, first and foremost. Leaders who turn policy into promise. This didn't happen by chance. Today took a lot of work. And first of all, Mayor Jimmy Davis, Sheriff-elect, I'm glad you weren't armed at the time we were going through the legislative process and getting this done. County Executive Guy, the late night calls, the frequent calls during the budget process while we were juggling a lot of other things that were important to the county. Thank you for understanding the importance of this and for advocating so ardently. But I don't know if this is my last press conference with him, so if you give me 20 seconds, because it might be a little emotional. And by the way, we have the governor at the right moment in history to catalyze an industry, a hub, the critical mass of investment in New Jersey, and bring this to fruition while putting the guardrails on the tax credit program, on the incentive that makes ours one of the most onerous in the country and ensures we will have an ROI for our taxpayer because he has always been such a responsible steward in fiscal policy in that way. But 2/3, 8 out of my 12 years in elected office, have overlapped with this team because for them it's a family affair. And the world will never know the sacrifices that the First Lady and their 4 children have all made, first in service to the Obama administration, to the United States, and I won't say culminating with their service in New Jersey, but this chapter of their family's legacy of public service will be culminating next month. And 8 of my 12 years have overlapped with his governorship, and he has the vision, the grit, the principled execution pushed until public policy met private capital here and in so many other ways. And I think we should all stand to give Governor Phil Murphy and First Lady Murphy a round of applause. They're so classy, they're so thoughtful, they're so compassionate, and they didn't need to do this for the last, better part of the last decade, and we are all better off for it. And, you know, not all incentives are equal when structured with guardrails and accountability and everything that's in this law. Film tax credits don't just subsidize shoots, they attract permanent infrastructure like we're doing today. Thousands of union jobs, workforce pipelines, and a multiplier economy through critical mass that sustains a creative hub. And for that, we owe, and for much of his success, we owe the incredible cabinet members and folks like Tim Sullivan, who will be missed sorely, and Mary at EDA. I hope Mike Delamater is taking these notes back to transition team, because I think this is Tim's last day at EDA, right? An end of an era. And this would not be possible because those are leaders in the C-level that are personally involved in the red lines back and forth with the push and pull so that we could make this happen without disrupting the other progress we've made in this arena throughout the state. And that is how you sustain a creative hub, how an industry is anchored not just by a few films or a few seasons, but by scale and stewardship and lasting investment in jobs. In New Jersey, we're building a self-sustaining creative economy. And finally, kudos to Flynn and Archie Busan. In a lifetime of incredible achievements, Archie's greatest might be being the father of Flynn. because working alongside them, many hours, demonstrated his business acumen, perseverance, and exceptional attention to detail and execution. And that's why this law was enacted and why we can be here today and why this project is going to be something that Hudson County will be proud of for decades to come. And finally, you know, we're talking a lot about the macro perspective, billions of dollars and all the CapEx and economic benefits and ancillary benefits our county and our state will realize out of this project. Let's zoom in for a moment and talk about the micro impacts. 4,300 families will have a breadwinner with a good paying union job who will access health benefits and retirement savings as a result of what we are announcing here today. 4,300 households will have the comfort of knowing their mortgage payment will be made when it is due because of what 1888 and Paramount are announcing here today. And I think that that might be one of the most important legacies of what we're talking about. And we can't lose sight of that when we talk about the macro. And in conclusion, anywhere you go in the world, from a cafe in Europe to markets in Asia to the streets of Nairobi, you will find folks wearing our clothes, quoting our movies, and singing our songs, and dreaming in stories that are shaped by American film and television. Film is one of the most powerful engines of cultural influence and soft power the United States has ever known and will ever know, because our stories travel farther than our borders. It shapes how the world sees us, and more importantly, why others throughout the world want to be like us. And that influence isn't accidental. So when those stories are filmed here, when the cameras are not just pointed at scenery, but they're pointing the world at New Jersey, they're pointing the world at Hudson County. This is a port city, and we're going to be exporting our creativity to the world. And the world is going to be watching New Jersey. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, 1888. Thank you, Paramount.
Thank you very, very much, Senator. I'd now like to welcome the CEO of the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, which I didn't know that it was your last day today, so I'm very honored that you've chosen to spend it with us. Thank you. Tim and his team have played a central role in crafting the competitive, cutting-edge, yet stable programs that have positioned New Jersey as the most competitive destination in the world for production destination in the world for years to come, including, and I'd like to say a very big thank you to this, designating 1888 Studios as the state's first and so far only film lease partner designated facility. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Sullivan, thank you.
I still don't know what that means, but okay. It's great to be here. This is my last chance to do this, so there's a decent risk I'm going to go long, but I'll try and behave. Thank you all for coming to celebrate my last day. And this tent is very nice. The fire trucks, it's too much. But so much to celebrate. I have so much more to say than it would be. Even if I went long, I still would run out of time for all the things I have in my heart. But what a great milestone and a great way to begin to mark the end of the Murphy administration and our time in office, the Governor and First Lady's time in office. This project is such a special project for Bayonne, for Hudson County, for New Jersey, and it has come from as a result of so much work over many, many years. Mayor, County Executive, thank you for your leadership and partnership. I remember that testimony very well. I think you left a dry eye in the House about what this meant for Bayonne. Archie, the 1888 team, Flynn, all your advisors and supporters. This has been a very, very long time coming, and a lot of work and a lot of vision. And think about when you first found this site, what this was and what it will be. To take what was an oil tank and convert a brownfield. Shout out to DEP Commissioner Sean LaTourette, to convert a brownfield into what is going to be a generator of, to the senator's point, stories that will be told all around the world. To turn that liability into an asset, to turn this site into an economic engine, I think is an accomplishment second to none, and one that I'm really, really proud to have been associated with in a small way. Mentioned it's my last day. Life can be funny sometimes. On my very first day, on February 20th, 2018, I had a meeting with then Assemblyman Raj Mccerji in his office. I don't have the notes from that meeting handy, but I know we talked about film and television, and I think you said there's going to be this tax credit. You should work on it, and you should get excited about it. Okay, fine, very good, Assemblyman. And here we are, 8 years later, and I can't thank you enough for your leadership, your partnership, your friendship along the way. Not long thereafter, I got to do budget testimony in March or so of that first year, and I got to meet the budget chairwoman, who from minute one has been unfailingly kind and supportive and tough. I have the scars to prove it, but an incredible partner to the EDA, to me, to the Murphy administration on so many different fronts. So thank you, Chairwoman. It's an honor to be with you. And I think the senator put it so well. By the way, with that charge, are you trying out for the Giants coaching job? I'm fired up.
You could play for them.
Yeah. But I think when you think about what this means as an industry, to have this investment, to have Lionsgate in Newark, in the South Ward of Newark, to have Netflix in Monmouth County and Oceanport, where's Jay Coffey in Oceanport. This means careers for people growing up in New Jersey right now. There are moms and dads in Newark and here in Bayonne, in Monmouth County, in Neptune, and Bradley Beach, and Asbury Park, who will be able to point to this industry and say, hey, there's a lot going on here. Why don't you do that training program? Why don't you get a degree? Why don't you do a certificate program in the film and television business and be a part of that? And what that means for this economy and for this state and for these communities, I think can't be understated. I also want to thank Paramount. I meant to, when I was thanking 1888, to have a global powerhouse, an iconic name in the film and television industry like Paramount, choosing New Jersey, choosing Bayonne, choosing Hudson County, I think speaks to the momentum we have in the state. And you are sort of known by the company you keep, as the governor likes to say. To have Paramount putting down a major investment, big roots in New Jersey, I think speaks volumes to where we are and where we're going. Because I think New Jersey's just getting warmed up. We're all, the budget chairwoman mentioned how much filming activity is happening in Newark already, movies that are being made all throughout the state. Happy Gilmore spent $150 million all throughout the state, which is really exciting, and we are just getting warmed up. When 1888 Studios is rocking, when the others are up and running, we're going to be, a $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion film industry, and that means a lot of economic activity, a ton of jobs. I think Raj's numbers might end up being light in terms of the number of careers and meals on the table that this is going to represent. And the two reasons why that's true more than anything else are the Murphys, who are sitting to my left, or standing to my left. Today is my last day. I have a lot more in my heart than I can say here. Suffice to say, as it relates to film and television, these two individuals personally are responsible for everything good that's happened in film and television, and in particular, the First Lady, who will never get the credit. I was thinking about, I was driving up here, I was behind one of those bumper stickers that says, like, no farms, no food, which is great and true. No Tammy, no film and TV, period, end of sentence. And that's 100% true. I think back, Governor, to go ahead, give another round of applause. Go ahead. I think back 8 years, Governor, when I first got to know you and was trying out for this job and begging and pleading to get to do this job. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about the innovation economy. We talked about small businesses. We talked about building a more inclusive economy. We also talked about economic diversification a lot and adding brand new industries that we had a chance to be competitive in if we made the right investments and the right moves, set the right policies. And film and TV, I think, as we think about legacies and where 10, 20, 30 years from now, as we think about the arc of the state, the archy of the state, if you will, but the arc of the state's trajectory to where it's heading, film and TV is going to be such a huge contributor in the same way we talk about pharma and financial services and telecom in Jersey's in the pistons of the economic engine. This industry is going to be just an incredibly important legacy for you and for the First Lady. And I think it's because of that vision that you set out to diversify this economy, to grow this economy, that I think we're standing here today. I'd also be remiss, this is my last chance to do this, so I'm going to keep going for a second. Not much longer. No Oscars music, Tom.
Few slides.
I have a deck. prepared a few hundred slides about microeconomic data. Raj mentioned this, and I just want to echo it. The example you two have set for leadership and for personal dedication to your jobs, to the state. There's no issue too small. There's no phone call that isn't returned. There's no text that isn't answered. In fact, if you don't answer quickly, we all get anxious that we've screwed up. There's the dedication that you've had, the tone you have set in our government, to those of us who consider you role models and want to follow your lead, to be working parents and to be the I can't think of the number of times moments of grace and kindness of somebody threw up, I can't make it to something, or somebody's got a fever, I can't make it, babysitter canceled, I can't make it. It's all good. We're all humans doing our best, and your leadership, your commitment to the state, your kindnesses to me personally over the years, I can never repay, and I thank you so deeply for the opportunity to serve my home state.
Thank you very much, Tim. Now, please join me in welcoming a true champion of New Jersey's creative economy and truly the behind-the-scenes magician that has allowed us to arrive where we've arrived today. First Lady Tammy Murphy has been an advocate for our industry, has been an advocate for us, and has been really the reason why we're all standing here today. So please join me in welcoming First Lady Tammy Murphy. Thank you.
It's really moving to be here today. I don't have any notes either, and by the way, almost anything I could probably say has been said. So this is, the saying, it takes a village. You look around, you've got our men and women in blue, you've got our media, you have our legislators. Angela, I see you sitting there. I know you're there. We've got the Film Commission run by John Crowley, who's over here on the left, Janice Kovach. I run the risk of forgetting somebody who's on the Film Commission. Tom Bernard is right here, Dan Bryan. We have so many people who have believed that this is New Jersey's natural resting place. Why is that? Because it is. It's very common sense. And we, as Phil will surely attest, looked in the mirror, said, this is what we should be doing in New Jersey. We should share our incredible mountains, our wetlands, our beaches, our casinos, our cities. We've got it all going on here, and everybody knows it. So why not bring film back? And boy, has it been an adventure. It's been fun, as you're feeling today. There's a lot of energy in this room. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been not just. It's not like we opened up a book and the legislature passed the film incentives. The film incentives have been passed, they've been refined, they've been analyzed, they've been reworked, and this has been a full team sport across our entire state. We are going places in New Jersey, but it's not because one person or two people tried to do something. It is a complete, nonpartisan, just Jersey chutzpah effort to say, this is where you should be, so come here and we will show you. And I know, there are way too many people in this room for me to even begin to thank, but I have to say something slightly humorous, I believe, which goes to Archie and his
determination, his dogged determination. I will just say I was thinking, oh yes, we have seen Archie in Bayonne, we've seen Archie in Newark, we've seen Archie in Princeton, we've seen Archie at our home, we've seen Archie in Europe, we've seen Archie in the Middle East, we've seen Archie in California. I mean, where are we going next, Archie? And by the way, it's not just Archie, it's Archie and Flynn. And these two are, they're not just role models, and they're not just really incredibly sophisticated, smart, and just fun human beings, but they're dedicated, and they are where we are going here in Bayonne, thanks to the mayor, thanks to the county executive, thanks to the legislature, thanks to all of you. It is quite literally not just Murderers Row here, it's Murderers Row. And every time I look out here, I see somebody new. I'm not going to call out the celebrities here because I don't want to put them on in the hot spot, on the hot seat. But we have literally brought it to New Jersey, and I cannot wait to see where this goes down the road. It is just beyond exciting, and it's been said, but it's not just exciting for all of us in this room and for Bayonne. It's exciting for the education. It's exciting for the economic development. It's exciting to reinforce the importance of supporting union jobs. It is exciting because everybody is in on this. Even the towns that I've gone to visit where there is film production being done on the ground, you've got mayors and little children, and they're all sitting there on the ground watching as these incredible, these iconic heroes from California and beyond come to us. So stay tuned because there's a lot more happening, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I could not be more excited. Tim, we couldn't have done it without you, and the fact that you are moving on just, it kind of leaves me sad. But you've left an incredible mark. And beyond that, we are two peas in the pod. My husband is the governor, and God bless him, he works his heart out for New Jersey. But he's also my best friend. So with that, I present the governor of the great state of New Jersey and my best friend on the planet Earth, Phil Murphy.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Please remain standing. It is incredibly humbling to be here today, and what a day it is. So I want to thank some of the folks up here with me. Archie, beginning with you. We should give a shout out to one of our best friends, a guy you've known for 30 years, John Bon Jovi, who's not here, deserves an assist if this were a hockey goal. John connected Archie and Tammy and me, and as they said in Casablanca, it was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. So Archie, thank you for everything. Flynn, God bless you and thank you. And thanks for bringing your mom. How cool is this? I've been waiting 40 years to say this, Elle. Welcome to Jersey, baby. I won't repeat the names of all of the all-star folks here today, but I do want to acknowledge the clock is ticking for a few of us. Jimmy's got 2 weeks. We have 5 weeks. Tim's got about 6 hours. I feel like we're all running out of Dodge here, but Jimmy, thank you. Craig, obviously. Raj, Will, great to have you with us. Ileana, we love you. Sean, thank you for everything you did. This was a mess environmentally. That's one thing that we probably should reiterate. Tim mentioned this, and it's been remediated in a big way. And I want to come back to that in a moment. To John and all the commissioners of the Film and Television Commission, Jose, to you and your colleagues at Paramount, Skydance, deep thanks. I didn't realize Redbird was going to be here. Tammy and I each worked with Jerry about 1,000 years ago at Goldman Sachs. So the answer was, I'm sorry. He's a good man, but thank you for your support as well. And Jose, to you and the whole team, huge thanks. And obviously it's more than the two of you guys. To the 1888 crowd, enormous thanks. So there's 3 people here I could say that are on the short list, and we wouldn't be in the office that I'm in without them. Joe Kelly, number 1, Mike Delamater. Dan Bryant. So thank you guys. It means a lot what you've done for us over the years, not just today. Tim Sullivan, a huge thanks to you, buddy. This in fact is his last day. It's even more complicated than that. We're hosting kind of a seminal dinner tonight. New Jersey has become a major player in generative artificial intelligence. We have an enormous opportunity that we're going to get at over dinner tonight. So we begged Tim, not just is this his last day, but he's staying back for dinner in the governor's mansion. And as some to put chum in the water to convince him to stay, we're putting him up overnight in the governor's mansion. So just make your bed, please. This is not, Tammy alluded to this, one of the pieces of advice that I've given myself and I recommend to all of us: when you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. What are you? What are you not? What can you do? What can you not do? And when we look in the mirror of New Jersey, we see an innovation economy. And at the center of that, we saw from day one, this goes back to our campaign now 10 years ago, we saw film, television, and digital. It is who we are. It's where Edison patented that famous motion picture camera in 1888, where he had his studio, where we ooze with talent. We're a pro-union state, the quintessential union state. We've got a location second to none. The innovation economy is who we are. This to us was a no-brainer. And when you do the math, you get about $7 of economic benefit back for every dollar you put in to an incentive package. And it's, in many cases, immediate. It's not just the bricks and mortar that we're celebrating today, but it is Steven Spielberg making West Side Story and the impact in that diner, in the coffee shop, the dry cleaner, the civic pride. We have a program called Film Ready. I think we're the only state in the nation, John Crowley, that has this, which is communities sign up and go through kind of a mini boot camp, and then they get that good housekeeping seal of approval that we know in this community what the responsibilities are if a shoot is going to come to town. We know what the opportunities are. And that makes it so easier. Janice Kovach deserves some credit on that, as does the First Lady, in terms of it's very easy then for a production crew and supervisors to say, you know what, this community is already down the learning curve. So for all those reasons, this is an absolute no-brainer. Was it easy? It's never easy. But we got here, and we got here, as Raj described, I think in the right, responsible way, not just celebrating, but also knowing that our taxpayers are going to get their money's worth. I'll leave you with this thought. The three big campuses, and there will be more after our time, I'm confident of that. Ileana mentioned that she and Tammy and I and many of us were in the South Ward of Newark last week celebrating Lionsgate beginning of construction on their campus. We're here today in Bayonne, baby. In a couple of weeks, we'll be at Fort Monmouth with the Netflix senior folks to celebrate what's going on there. One theme across each of those three, other than obviously film, television, digital, including now a big emphasis on post-production, is they were three locations that needed a hand. Think about this one that was an environmental wreck. And Jimmy, having grown up 4 blocks from here, knows that better than anybody. The fact that it can be transformed, and it is being transformed. The South Ward of Newark, specifically the Seth Boyden housing complex where Lionsgate will build. On the one hand, cherished stories by thousands of families who have lived there. On the other hand, a very challenging, ultimately a very challenging neighborhood that's being transformed. We live in Monmouth County. The closure of Fort Monmouth, 1,100 acres, might have been the most depressing thing, I would argue, ever to happen to Monmouth County. And there, right in the middle of that 1,100 acres, Netflix is planting their flag of 300-acre campus, and all that goes with all of that, all that will happen in Bayonne, in the cottage industry that will result from what you all are doing in this town, likewise in the South Ward, likewise in Monmouth County. We could not be more proud to be associated with this. God bless you all, and thank you.
Well, after all these illustrious speakers, I wanted to thank you all for your immense patience. And I thought it was going to be freezing, but it's actually been tropical in this tent. As it goes, there's so many thank yous, and we always forget some. I wanted to thank Tom Bernard. Tom, you've been amazing. You supported us from day one, so thank you. Vance Stevenson, thank you so much for always listening to us. Joe Kelly, thank you, Joe. Dan Bryan, where's Dan? Dan Bryan, thank you so much. I'll turn it over to Flynn. Sorry if I forgot anybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Governor, First Lady, a very deep thank you from me. I'm not going to keep you too long, but this is my opportunity to say a few words myself. So I just want to take a moment and just say a very, very deep thank you to our teams. As a young executive or as a young developer in this new world, I'm very lucky to have an incredible team behind us who has made our dreams a reality and who have made our dreams almost half true. There's a lot of work still to come. And we really wouldn't be here without them. So without naming any names, I want to say a deep thank you to everyone who has walked this path with us. I'd like to thank our partners as well, who are here today, and I'd also very much like to thank Jose and the Paramount team with Sev and Bob, who have really, saw the value in us really since day one and have allowed us to arrive where we are today. I'm deeply grateful to you both. I'd like to take a moment and thank everyone who spoke today. We have so many incredible advocates and representatives here from the state, and it really does take a village, and in this case it takes a state. And we're very, very grateful to have such incredible leadership and such strong leadership who've understood our vision from day one. So thank you to you all. And the last one I'd like to thank is all of you. Thank you all for coming out here today. I'm happy that it's not too cold for you all. Thank you for braving the elements to be out here. Together, we're not just building a state-of-the-art production campus. As everyone has said today, we're fostering thousands of union jobs, we're boosting local economies, and we're creating a premier destination where the world's greatest storytellers can bring their dreams to life right here in Bayonne. We look forward to welcoming you all back when we open our doors, and we're excited to build the future of movie making alongside each and every one of you. So thank you all. And I guess now we'd like to invite everyone to calmly, slowly make our ways outside. Grab your jackets, grab your coats, grab your hats, and we're going to have a little groundbreaking ceremony outside. So thank you all.
It says FL, it says go. So I think we have to stick with that.
No. Put the light straight on. Thank you.
Stay safe, all right? Amen.
That's perfect. Stay just like that, all right? Don't move.
Eliana, you're first right there?
Do we have to wear hats, Danny?
Eliana, Raj, you can do whatever you want.
Go ahead.
Eliana, Raj, Eliana, you're first. Raj.
Think of the fashion statement.
Mayor Davis, County Executive.
Where's Arky?
All right.
That's awesome.
And we
Arky, I need Arky.
Where's Arky? Arky, Governor, First Lady.
Raj, I think you're next to me.
Jose, Flynn, Tim. Where's Jose? We need Jose.
Tim, were you honestly surprised when I called in before?
That's perfect.
Yes.
What's it? We need Jose.
Genuine.
Back up, please.
Well, what's me now?
Craig, can I get you and Mayor Davis right there?
Did you put our name?
Mary's not put the CIA alumni association.
Yes, I do, Senator Scott.
You're so good.
Boss, you're in the way. You gotta back up. You gotta back up.
Me?
You gotta back up.
Leanna don't want to mess
You got this? Yeah? Good, right. Sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Everybody focus on Ivan. Ivan, raise your hand. Guys, eyes right here.
Come over, come over here.
We're missing. 1 second. He's coming.
Where's Archie?
I know he's...
So do you have to back up then?
Yeah, fine.
No, not yet. First day. No, we're going to
Archie, minor details.
I'm not moving.
Maybe
I'm right above you.
Come on, go. It's showtime.
Sir, you need to slide out, please. Just slide over a little bit. Thank you. You were always on my mind.
I love that. I love that. Let's go. You were always.
Where the hell did he go?
So one there, then one there.
Arky, it's a little chilly,
One
Arky.
here, and then they're gonna go one there. Fire off.
On three, let's scream Arky.
Yeah.
On three, let's scream Arky. One.
Arky!
Arky! That's it, Sam.
There you go. There you
We're
go.
done. We're done. Tim, fall back to position.
Exactly.
Right here. Where do you think?
Go, sir.
Arky, we're ready to
Okay, here we go.
Okay, guys, eyes on me. One shot first. Here we go. 1, 2, good. Stay there. Hey, we love it. Everybody else?
Okay, everybody step up.
Ready? Step up. Get ready. Hold on. Don't dig yet. Hold on.
One with the shovel in the sand.
All right, here we go, guys. Ready? Eyes on me, everybody.
Now throw on three. You ready?
1,
2, 3. Oh,
I went right here.
Oh, they have it on tape. They know how to do that. All right, one more. On the count of 3. 1,
Back up,
2,
back up.
3. Yeah.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you. And that's it. You hold me.
Love you. Jimmy.
Hey, York.
Rod, well done.
What time?